Today we're going to be talking about the straight up or anti-huck mark. We need to be able to stop hucks against teams that huck a lot or individual players who are very dangerous throwing long. Additionally, there are some places on the field that the other team may huck well from. So you could force forehand in all the other positions and then force anti-huck from that sideline, for instance. The goal is to stop huckers from having open, flat huck looks. You can't stop every blade, but you can put pressure on the ones that are their favorite throws. When you do use an anti-huck mark, you want to line up on the throwing shoulder of the player because the forehand comes out more quickly than the backhand. Line up with your center line on their throwing shoulder and don't react too much. We're okay with hucks going off. We want them to be bladey and stretched. What we're really trying to stop are flat and inside out long throws. When the player pivots to their backhand, stay on their throwing shoulder, and that will allow you to put pressure on the backhand throw even if you don't stop every single one. Against teams that huck a lot, or in positions on the field where hucks are coming, we need to be able to run a straight up mark. Here, Casey is going to mark against a very good hucker, and he's going to do this by lining straight up with his midline on the throwing shoulder. Now we call the forehand shoulder the throwing shoulder because forehands come out much more quickly than do big backhands where you have to pivot. So Casey's gonna line up on the throwing shoulder. He's gonna get his arms out, elbows bent a little bit, and a little bit back. Against a huck, especially if they're released forward, you need to mark back. So as Sam steps out for his backhand, Casey's gonna step back and generally high because most hucks come out a little bit higher. Good, come back. If Sam steps out to throw a flick huck, Casey's gonna stay high and he's back so that even if Sam releases here, Casey's back behind that play. Sam pivots to his backhand without throwing it. Casey stays straight up on this throwing shoulder. We know we can't stop every huck, but we can at least make them bendy. Okay, come back. We're gonna have Nevin run deep. Casey's gonna come right up to about here. He's gonna try to stop hucks by being on the throwing shoulder. So Sam, either huck if you can get it off, go for it. Ready, go. Good, stay on that throwing shoulder, good, nice. We got a piece of that one, which is great. More often, we'll make it a bendy throw, and that's good for our defense downfield. You'll know that you're doing this well if the backhand can't come out flat. As long as we're forcing Sam to throw around with a little bit of bend, that's gonna give us advantages downfield. So as long as Casey is getting a hand in here for the straight backhand, we're happy with it. On the forehand side, it's the same thing. Inside out or flat throws, we're gonna stop. Forehand huckers are going to be able to get bladey throws off, but those are gonna be shorter, harder to control, more difficult in the wind, and generally easier to poach. Ready? Doing good, Casey, here we go. 2, 3. Good, I like that. The goal is to stop huckers from having open, flat huck looks. You can't stop every blade, but you can put pressure on the ones that are their favorite throws. Good. Here, as Sam comes over, Casey didn't just stop the huck, he stopped every possible bladey huck, and that opened up a window through the middle of the play. That was a really nice huck. Casey, what we want you to do is stop the flat one and leave the windy, bladey huck for other people. Ready, and going high and back, good, nice, excellent mark. All right, let's try it one more time. Ready, go. Okay, freeze it right there, good. Casey's got a nice alignment with the throwing shoulder. That deep cut is cut off for anything but a bladey throw. And now Sam has options here. If he had short break throws, he would absolutely be able to get them off. What we've decided as a team is that it's more important for Casey to stop the long throw, so we have to give up some short break throws. Sam's a smart handler and he'll hit those, and we've decided that's okay. Good, let's play it from here. 3, 2, 1, disc in. Good, and you can hit your short throw. Good, excellent. Ready, go, good. Moving on that throwing shoulder. Good, nicely done. Nice throw, Sam. That's a throw that very good throwers will hit some of the time, and we want to force them to repeatedly do that. Ready, and we're in. Good, staying on that throwing shoulder. Good. Nicely done. That's the throw we want to get. Good. In case you be a little bit tighter to him. Just a little bit. Yeah. Staying on that forehand shoulder. Good, good, good. Nice, good. Make a bendy throw, that's what we want. Nicely done. Okay, stay on that throwing shoulder. Here we go. Good. Stay on it. Don't let him off it. Good. Nice. Good, Casey. High and back. Good. Casey, stay right on that shoulder, on that throwing shoulder. Good. Hands up and high. Good. Nice. That's what we want. We're getting it way up in the air. We'll be able to get a poach to that. Good. Nicely done. Good. You'll know you're doing this well if your straight up mark forces lots of bladey throws. If you find that the other team can still throw inside out hucks, then you aren't marking well enough, you're not getting wide enough, or you're not getting close enough to the mark to really cause them some pressure. Remember, you're taking away something, so you must be giving something else up. In this case, you're taking away long throws, so you'll give up some short breaks, but your team has already decided that from that player or that position on the field, a short break is acceptable. Don't be nervous about giving up a few short breaks to win the larger battle.